This is Meredith with the Cedar Rapids Public Library, and I wanted to take a moment to show you two of my favorite ways to get digital music from the Cedar Rapids Public Library, especially now because cell companies have lifted their data caps. It's easier than ever to get music streamed to your phone, to your iPad, whatever device you're using, for free. So come along with me, and I'm going to show you how Freegal and Hoopla can both be downloaded as an app, and then we're going to see if we can change the settings so that we can enable our downloads to be data enabled instead of Wi-Fi enabled. Stay tuned. So these are the apps that we're going to be looking for, Freegal and Hoopla, and just a reminder that you'll need your Metro Library Network card handy. If you are a resident of Cedar Rapids or Marion, Hoopla will be available to you. Otherwise, Freegal is going to be the app that you're going to want to use to access your digital music. So this is how we'll begin. You make sure you have your library card number and your PIN number. And then if you haven't had a Hoopla or a Freegal account before, have an email address handy as well and a password that you're going to want to use for it. Now, I'm going to walk you through downloading these two apps using my phone. It happens to be a Samsung phone. It's an Android, so things might look different on your phone, your device, especially if it's an Apple product. But what we're going to do is we'll go to the Play Store to begin, and we're going to go ahead and type in Hoopla. I have to move us just a little. Hoopla. And when you search, the first result, Hoopla Digital by Midwest Tape, is what we're going to use. So you click on that and let's install. While we wait, this is a good time to talk about Hoopla and the availability for Hoopla to give you television series, movies, music, comic books, and ebooks and audiobooks. We have bonus borrows now while the library is physically closed, so you should check it out. Now let's open Hoopla, and I'm going to go ahead and put my email address in and my password. Please hold. And here we go. We are in to the Cedar Rapids Public Library. This is my current checkout. Very important story time things. And then if you go to, you see at the top there are different categories, right? So you can click on music and it'll tell you left for the next tab, right for the previous. Let's just see here. And you have access to a ton of music, a lot of very new stuff. As you'll see at the top, we're in the popular category, but there are a couple things you can do. You can search by genre, right? Children's music, and there's lots and lots to choose from. You also have the ability to sort over here on the side by a number of things, popularity, by alphabet, what other users think. I'll go back to the filter options too, right? You can look for children's titles only at the bottom. And we'll just kind of click back here. There are recommended and featured categories as well. But what's important is the settings, the three little dots right there at the top next to the magnifying glass. In the settings, you can go in and you have the options to customize a couple of things. One's kids mode, so you only are finding kid-safe things. So if you want to hand your device to your small person to browse, that's easy and safe. Your borrowing history, and here, right there, the Wi-Fi only downloads. Wi-Fi only downloads allows you control data usage by only allowing downloads while connected to a wireless network. Now, since it's gray, that means the Wi-Fi only is not on. If I wanted Wi-Fi only downloads, I would move that toggle to blue. If you're using your cellular data and you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you're going to slide that back over to gray. And that's what you're going to be able to use to pull all of that information from the internets down and onto your phone to take with you. Okay? So that is how Hoopla works. Now, let's check out Freegal, okay? And we're back to the App Store. So at the top, we'll put Freegal, F-R-E-E-G-A-L, Freegal. And it's Freegal Music. You can see it's by Library Ideas, LLC. And let's go ahead and install that as well. Now, Freegal has a lot of interesting music too. I find that I like to use its playlists from time to time, and they have some really interesting kids' music as well. Now that we open it, it's the same thing. You're going to want to have your library card number and your PIN number handy. Okay, we want Freegal to know where we're at so it knows that we're good. I'm going to put the 52401 for the library. Here, come down, select your library, Cedar Rapids Public, and now is when you're going to put your card number in. And once you've put your library card number and your PIN number in, you're into Freegal. So like I said, they have a lot of different playlists, which I think is really interesting. But let me just move a little here. On a device, it looks different than if you were on a computer, but you can see at the bottom, we have some of the same features that Hoopla does. You can browse. We'll just take a step over. And they have those different categories at the top. If you'll notice, they have Fiona Apple on here. They have new arrivals at the top, right? We'll go one more to genres. And as you can see, there's so much to choose from, okay? So then, what I want to show you is, again, up at the top, those 3 dots for your menu. Now, here in the settings, you can see what is available, but there's no actual setting for changing the cellular data versus Wi-Fi for either, as you can see, downloading, which you get 5, or streaming, which is unlimited. So you don't have to worry about that with Freegal. The only other thing that's interesting too about Freegal that I'd want to show you is that, okay, Freegal, I will allow. In My Music, you can create your own playlists, keep your songs, or in this case, they also have audiobooks. So that's a nice way to customize your Freegal account. So those are the easiest, quickest ways to get music from Hoopla and Freegal directly to your phone. I hope that was helpful. I know I really appreciate listening to music, and hopefully you'll find something to match your tastes and your mood from both Hoopla and Freegal. Now, just as a reminder, Hoopla is available to residents of Cedar Rapids and Marion. Freegal is accessible to anyone with a Cedar Rapids Public Library card or a Metro Library Network card. If you can't remember your library card number, if you don't have one yet, or if you can't remember your PIN number, give us a call and we can give you access to a library account over the phone, even though the library is closed. If you have any trouble accessing the information that I showed you here today, give us a call too. I know it can be hard the first time you download something or have to register for an account, but we're here to help. From all of us here at the Cedar Rapids Public Library, thanks for watching.